What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to do a second video only because there's a lot of random stuff that's been coming out and I feel like I just want to address that. You know me, hopefully by now, I like to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I see something wrong out there, I like to address it. If I see something right, I like to bring it up. So without further ado, hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend, getting ready for tomorrow. Based on the futures, it seems to be a good day, so we'll just have to wait and see. But starting off though, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. But there was this that was posted, just was sent to me. So translated into English, it says short positions on Lucid stock. Q3 2024 disclosure, approximate value 283 mil, ultimately 11.8 million through Wolverine, and then 10.6 million through Millennium. So yes, this is good. And the only caveat I do want to bring up is it's not technically shorting. It's just more of an investing strategy. And a lot of entities actually do that. This is where I've stated in the past, the new SEC rule, once it does get fully implemented, most likely first half of 2025, that is where it will really benefit Lucid and just a lot of other heavily shorted stocks, because they will have to disclose all positions on 13Fs. Right now, 13Fs, if you are shorting, it is just voluntary if you do want to bring it up. So let's kind of take a look at this. So I really like information in general. I think this individual is skewing it a little bit. So this individual has quite a lot of followers, 47,000. But if we look at this, so Fintel, so it was disclosed on November the 14th, or sorry, November the 4th, but Wolverine Asset Management, 11.8 million in puts, and then they have 148,000 in calls. That's a very common strategy. Pretty much almost all big entities do that. Does it mean they are shorting? Yes. If they are buying a actual put, it could result in shorting, but is it shorting as of right now? Theoretically, no. So based on this, they're kind of half right. So once again, I think it's good information to know, but is it truly shorting? Are they the ones kind of taking the shares on, like what I bring up almost on a daily basis? Are they the ones that are physically shorting and bringing it down? Not directly. So again, just kind of be aware of that. So hats off to this individual. Good information, just partial. Same thing goes for Millennium. If we kind of just look this up quickly, you see the same thing, 10.6, except this one's not more of a strategy. It looks like they just have actual stock, so 1.1 million in stock and then puts. So similar nature, very common strategy. So what you can do is you can always buy puts, because if you do feel like it might be going down, and then if those are exercised, essentially you kind of just give your own stock away. This 1.1 doesn't equate to that 10, but still, like I said, for face value right now, it is not shorting. And plus these 13Fs, we don't get to see exactly what structure these puts are. It might be laddered, it might be higher prices, might be lower prices. It's hard to tell exactly what is very beneficial. And like I said, going back over here, you see a lot of entities kind of selling out the position, but you don't see, it looks like only 3 entities have voluntarily shown their short position. So going forward, like I said, first half of 2025, this is where you'll see a lot of entities that kind of have one share, which is randomly, you have some entities. So this individual right here, most likely they are shorting. Same with pretty much everything less than 10 shares. They essentially, in my opinion, are shorting. So once again, I just wanted to kind of address this. So this video is kind of random, a lot of just pieced together things that I've been kind of researching. Second one, there was a Flyover, 4,000 views, so I'm sure a lot of individuals already know all about this. One thing that I feel like is still yearning for, coming from an investor standpoint, is Gravity. What the hell is happening with the Gravity? On the Lucid forum, it looks like there's a toll being calculated, and it looks like based on people here who voluntarily put out information, there's around 51 orders of the Gravity. Some people replacing it, such as this individual. A lot of people keeping their previous Air as well as getting a Gravity. Looks like current Air owners, 51% no, 49% yes. So in my opinion, yes, this is good. Let's say this is just probably about 10%, or I don't know, maybe 5% of the true amount of orders. So if that is kind of accurate, then yeah, I think that's okay for a starting point. Still, as I mentioned, I think Lucid should put out news just saying, hey, we're getting an overwhelming amount of attention coming associated to the Gravity, blah, blah, blah. That would be good because I think a lot of individuals that don't take a look at Lucid Owner's Forum, which I don't typically do that, but everyone's just kind of left in the dark, and that's not really good in my opinion. And then the last thing I do want to bring up is just this. So this is pretty much an iconic priceless shot, as even 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛 did post. So PIF, aka Lucid, Trump, and then Elon. So hopefully both of them are whispering sweet nothings in Trump's ear, just saying, hey, you know what, like that tax credit, not all that bad, you might want to keep it, and all that stuff. So yeah, still, I think a lot of people are just don't really know what the future holds, and sometimes my crystal ball is wrong, and I think Lucid could really benefit from that tax credit. So I think if that does get poofed, then you'll have a reduction in leases and like, yeah, even the mid-size, right? Because the whole like term, 4 years, that would encumber the mid-size. Mid-size would really benefit from that whole 7,500 credit. So I think Lucid definitely does need to get their stuff together. Based on this, it seems to be, in my opinion at least, them lagging a little bit. But until Lucid actually does show some like signs of strength operationally, you are going to continue to have entities betting against it. So make sure you guys always do your own due diligence. At the end of the day, this is just a quick PM video, so make sure you guys pop over there and take a look at my earlier video that I put out today just on some expectations on Lucid, where I see things going, what might influence the price, and everything else that you need to know. But with all that, I appreciate all of you watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And I actually just launched a Patreon, so if you're looking for buy signals on stocks, crypto, options, definitely take a look at that. It is been making some very killer trades. Then I think a lot of people can really benefit. So even outside of the Lucid purview, in case you're curious. So link to that is in the description below. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.